tell me when you're ready.
Yep, go ahead.
I was just wondering, I guess, the point of the statue, why you created it.
About 3 years ago, when they had all the naked Trump and the Trump on the toilet seat and the baby Trump, I was kind of appalled by it. I said, "That's the best you guys can do." It was kind of just senseless. So I said, "I can make a better one than that." I had just finished making Brett Favre from the Green Bay Packers, which is currently in the Mississippi Hall of Fame. So I just finished that one. I said, "You know what? I'm going to make one of Trump." So I got down on my computer. I'm a computer artist, a computer graphic artist, and I designed it. And then I hired the people to make the clay mold, and then from there we made that fiberglass mold, and then we used stainless steel to forge another one just like it, which is actually in Tampa. It's museum quality. It's beautiful. It's hopefully going to end up in the Trump Library.
The replica.
The replica. This is the mold, and then I have one more that I'm making right now, which is really going to piss people off, and it's made out of bronze, and it's going to be 24 karat gold plated. The whole thing.
Where's that one going?
That one will probably auction off at Christie's, and then the money that we get will go towards the Trump Library.
Okay. And so this you said is the mold.
That's just the mold, correct. It's fiberglass. It only weighs about 200 pounds. It's gotten scratched up a little bit, so I'm not all that worried. But the other one, I don't let anybody touch it. The paint job alone costs $25,000.
So this isn't, oh really, on the other one?
Yeah.
So this isn't really gold.
No, it's a chrome process. It's a company called Spectra Chrome out of Clearwater.
And so I get the point, you're kind of doing a contrast with the other things that appalled you, but is there anything else you think the statue symbolizes?
There's all kinds of symbolism.
Yeah.
The fact that he's wearing a suit and tie shows that he's a businessman, okay? The red tie represents that he's a Republican. He wears shorts that are a flag, which he's a patriotic, red, white, and blue. He's got sandals on, which means he should be retired. He should be living the golden era, at the beach. And then he's got the wand in his hand, which symbolizes what Obama said. How's he going to bring back all these jobs? What's he got, some sort of magic wand? And then he's carrying in his right hand the Constitution, which he believes in and he follows. And then even today, some guy goes, well, his hands look like they're boxing gloves. And he said, it looks like he's fighting for America. And I thought, well, okay, that's another thing I didn't even think of. But yeah, they do.
You can read a lot into art, that's the point of it.
There's a lot of thought that went into it. I just didn't want to create something to go, oh, it's cool, but I wanted some symbolism in it.
Have you heard from Trump about what he thinks?
I have not heard from Trump. I sent him a video for his birthday, and supposedly he did see it. He knows about it. I don't know if he's going to see it. I don't know.
And where do you take this? Did you take this around the country?
I took it to the Tulsa, Oklahoma rally, which was, it only ended up 6,000 people showed up. They wouldn't let me in the front door. I took it to a rally in Florida. I took it to his birthday party in Jacksonville, I think it was. I took it to, where else did we take it? AMP conference was in October. I took it there.
So, what do you think of all the national attention that burst out today because of this? It seems to be the focal point.
I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, people have said, oh, it's the golden calf, it's the golden idol. And I had a lady at Tulsa, Oklahoma, said, it's an idol. And I said, are you going to bow down and worship it? And she said, no. And I said, well, then it's a statue. You need to know the difference between a statue and an idol. So.
Like, I saw a guy bow down, though.
I know, that was so funny. He was like, oh, I'm just kidding. So, but my parents were missionaries. I was carried into church. I was a youth pastor for 18 years and an assistant pastor for 2 years. So as far as I went to a Bible college for 2 years, I'm very familiar with what the difference is between an idol and a statue.
And so you maintain it's a statue?
Yeah, this is not an idol. I mean, if you want to, that's your choice, but that's not my choice.
And again, can you explain the difference?
One of them you make sacrifices to, you bow down to it, you pray to it. That's an idol. And a statue is like a memorial or an erection of somebody that, is famous, and that's my whole thing.
Okay, and then could you give us a just brief background of who you are? You said you're a designer?
I designed websites and mostly commercial art for, believe it or not, bottles for pharmaceutical natural products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was I was a one of the first people that worked with Corel Draw, and so they had me test it, and then I had a beta tester, they call that, for CorelDRAW. So that's where I got kind of my self-taught.
Where are you from?
Originally from Ventura County, California.
Okay.
So I live in Mexico now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's your name with the spelling?
Tommy Zegan, and last name Zegan.
Do you prefer Tom or Tommy?
My friends call me Tommy, and
Okay.
people that don't know me call me Tom, because it's like, oh, you don't know me.
And how's the reaction since that you've
It's
been
been
here?
real positive. It's been fun because people want to take their picture. And even in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where there were negative people come up, they still wanted to get their picture taken with it. They were like giving hand signals and gestures. But,
It's a conversation piece.
it's funny. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be comical, and that's all I care. You know what? I'm not there to insult the president. And again, if it ends up in the Trump Library, I will be honored. That'll be my legacy.
All right. Well, thanks, sir.
Well, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Nice
yeah.
meeting you,
Have a